There are many agent harnesses, but this one's yours. Well, to be honest, it's not me, it's written on their website. If you're anything like me, you probably still have your job and you're stuck with Copilot and have not heard about this AI agent. Or maybe you have, thanks to all the Pi videos flooded on the YouTube. But if you look past the word vomit, why should we even care? Well, for starters, there's a very good reason for that. See, the tokens have become the digital currency of software development. But apparently we developers are terrible at budgeting. Spend too many and you get the message. Your weekly limit has exhausted, it will reset on some day when you no longer remember what you were building. And do not even get me started on the Copilot monthly limits. So there's a fair question, how is Pi supposed to help me with that? To understand that, modern agentic development has two parts, models and harnesses. The model is the intelligence. These are models from families such as Claude, GPT, Gemini, Qwen, or DeepSeek. And the harness is the software surrounding the intelligence. Things like Codex, Cloud Code, Cursor, OpenCode, and now Pi. So you ask a model to do a thing, or maybe it needs to search on the internet, edit some files, search your project, or maybe talk to another tool. Model tells what needs to be done, and harness provides the tools required to complete the task. And all of this surrounding machinery requires tokens. So basically, harness may send instruction files, claude.md, agents.md, or all the chat history to the context. And if you're using subagents, those subagents require their own context, their own agent.md files. That is extra context on what we already had. If you don't know what subagent is, a subagent is a simple another agent given a smaller part of the job. One may research the API while other checks the test. This can be useful because the work happens in parallel, but it's not free. So you have effectively hired small, tiny developers with their own agent.mds, with their own chat history, which doesn't come cheap. It's like having hired a small developer team which just got access to your expense account. Now because of that, the big guys are now trying to add more and more tools to their AI harnesses. Don't take me wrong, these parallel subagents or these extra tools, they genuinely help you in completing your tasks. But sometimes when you just want to center a div, you don't need 10 different subagents. Or maybe let me just demo this out. Hey, it's already too late now. But yeah, here we are doing some demos late at night. If you can see this, there's no one awake at this point of time. On one screen I'm gonna have a Pi agent running, and on the another ghosty tab I'm gonna have normal Codex session. And I'm gonna give the same prompt to both the agents, same model, and we're gonna see how much token does each consume to complete the same task. Okay guys, for some reason Pi doesn't allow going to Sol Ultra, even though I have the paid subscription, but it only goes till max. And that's why if you see here, it's GPT 5.6 Sol Max, and I have started a new session here, and same is the case with this. This is Codex session, and this one is also set to 5.6 Sol Max. Meanwhile, I'll just enjoy some beverage here. Cheers. Welcome to another day. It almost took 2 hours to complete the tasks, and now we have the results. Let's check it out. Okay, this is Codex versus Pi token consumption comparison chart. And if you look at almost all the cases, Pi outperformed Codex. And in fact, in the parent token traffic, it almost used 51% less tokens compared to Codex, which is huge. So the question is, how is Pi able to do that? Well, Pi takes a different approach. Its core intentionally stays small, and out of the box, Pi only provides 7 basic tools: read, bash, edit, write, grep, find, and ls. This is enough to inspect a project, change files, and run commands. And Pi does not include built-in subagents, planning systems, or a giant collection of workflows. Pi is not promising that the model will suddenly become more smarter. It's asking a different question: how little machinery we effectively need to complete the task. So, okay, there we go. We have our winner. So let's move all our agentic workflows to Pi. Now, let me explain. See, using fewer tokens is advantageous, but it's not the same thing as being the better tool for every job. All the machinery inside the larger harness, it's not automatically waste. Subagents can research, implement, and test different parts of the project. They genuinely bring value. So yeah, in upcoming videos, I'm gonna do more crazy stuff with Pi Agent, and you just have to subscribe to this channel.